out of this Giant X roster into Taliyah, though. Taliyah's going to find a lot of advantages. The Poppy ban also makes a lot of sense from Giant X, given the direction they've chosen to go for. I think Spyro, if he can get his flash out, sets them nicely up for a level 6 play. Let's see if Juhan can make something happen here.
So if there was a ward at the Razor Beak, often placed by mid laners, that would have spotted him out. Juhan dodges away from it. Jackies goes in. Spyro able to walk away and will escape without burning any of his summoners. Show that he has been revealed, and with Ignar walking across, Trimby just retreats back to the safety of his own jungle. He's going to face check into Ignar here. Juhan can come across the wall. Jackies dodges away from the seismic shove as Jankos has worked his way down from the top side of the map. Jackies low, flashes! First blood, Heretics, and Ignar has to flash away as well. It's like I said, Trinity Force build for Flakked on this Corki, not going for the opportunity rush. We do often
think that there are probably optimizations that you can do. But let's look at this mid lane play as Giant X.
Zyru caught up here, Ignar coming in as well. Juhan there, but a good seismic shove knocks them back. The flash forward though, Zyru falling so low. Crescent Guard keeping him alive. Zyru able to escape.
He's going to get away to safety. Look at Juhan's position right now, a great flank opportunity.
Wonder's still in base, now TP's in. He's going to be in the midst of Giant X. Jankos with the Crescent Guard, locked up immediately by Giant X. The Glacial Prism going down as well as Jankos is the first to fall. Fate's cool, will pull out Ignar for the moment. Trimby's killed off Jackies, Antonio needs to retreat. Giant X on the back foot, 4v4 now the play. Juhan can jump out of the back of this. Antonio still has that cell division, dashes out, still stunned. Juhan flashes out the back of the wall. Heretics win out on the fight. It's a 1-for-1 trade, but they get the drops.
Juhan maybe going to try and steal one away with the smite.
Have the Arctic
He
Assault as well.
doesn't quite get it though, yeah.
Half a second, so they then put it down to charge through this mid lane tower. The Might's helping them out a lot as well. I thought they were going to keep it until they needed it around the Dragon, but with so much power, with so much pressure in the mid lane, they could just use it and immediately take down that turret and get that, and also gain control over this bot side river.
Well, that's the crucial thing, because now you can just shift your pressure towards the bot side of the map. Antonio looking for a play.
Comes onto Jankos, TP in, let's bounce as Jankos is put in a bouncy castle. Weaver's Wall cut off Patrick, Wonder TPing in, good seismic shove will land on 4, but already the Heretics jungler is...
Heretics need to force their way in. Trimby still relatively healthy, but here we go.
Ignar with the first stun. Stretching strike, Magnus, Storm lands on 1, but the knockback from Wonder on the Antonio means he can't get into the backline already, he's in the cell division. Giant X look for the engage, but they were slapped down into their place by Heretics. Great disengage by Heretics, and then the fight was already won. Patrick trying to chase away here, the barrier not enough to save his life, and the Weaver's Wall will lock Jackies on the wrong side of the rift. Heretics clean up the fight perfectly.
A 4-for-1 just disappears. And you're seeing the strength of this Heretics composition. Back into the fray, though.
Giant X coming back in for the fight. Trimby's already down. Giant X will get the Drake. Heretics, I think, underinvested in making sure they could secure it. LEC debut, can he find the engage? He's not on vision. Heretics know something's up, but do they know? The Antonio's on his way in, immediately locked up with the death charge. Flakked has to flash away. The Antonio flashes out as well. Jankos goes in with the Crescent Guard and knocks back 2. Juhan the first to fall. And the Antonio short to follow Weaver's Wall forward. Giant X sprung the trap, but Heretics were ready and waiting. Jackie's trying to do everything he can, but he just can't do enough. Patrick finds 1 on the backside, so it's a 3 for 2 so far. But Ignar able to get away. Plastic thing shot across. On the top side, Juhan caught out, pulled up with the wall out, as well as the Antonio knocked back with the seismic shove. He's going to go into the cell division. Juhan will fall as Wonder and Jankos get 1. Patrick falling low as well. The Magnus Storm coming in. Jackies dashes back. Face sealed onto the backline though. Jackies almost kills off Flakked, but can't quite do it. The barrier not enough for him as he's taken out in the end. And it was a very messy fight, but Heretics come out of it without losing a man and taking down 4 from Giant X.
A sweep of a fight in favor of Team Heretics. Trimby is hunting for the kill. I don't think he's going to be able to find it. They're going to secure the tower and mid the Dragon as well. Giant X didn't find the fight at all. They were...
Giant X looking for their spark here. Have they found it? Wonder, Trimby, and Jankos stepping in. The Weaver's Wall of possibilities from Zyru as well. Jackie's on the backside of the pit, not there yet. Weaver's Wall going in. Flakked on his way, stun on Wonder, not too much. 8,000 on the Baron. Hook wide there by Trimby. The Antonio looking for a flank position, but he's going to be spotted by that ward. Looks Flakked can't find him. Magnus Storm from Ignar as Wonder and Jankos are locked up. Crescent Guard coming out as well. Wonder doing so much work on the backline here, and Patrick just can't get through him. The face call will stop him in his tracks, but Zyru will put him in the dirt, and Giant X They were absolutely bounced around by Heretics. The Baron secured, Juhan dives in, but dies immediately, and Heretics at the end of the game for him as well. Forced away, there's mites, there's super minions, or not super minions, Baron empowered minions, and possibly super minions soon as well. Spyro has TP behind, will it be answered? TP to them in by Spyro. The engage coming in from Wonder is already, Juhan's been stunned up, locked up, and taken out by Team Heretics. The Antonio dashes in, but flashes out as soon as he's realized what he's got himself into. Cell Division will come out, but he can't evolve a way out of that situation. Patrick does no damage. Heretics really don't give a damn about him at all as Jankos dives in, and Patrick will escape to the safety of the fountain. That cannot be said for Jackie's, Juhan, and the Antonio. The Nexus in their eyes, Team Heretics. It was slow, it was steady, but they secure their first win of summer.
I mean, Heretics just played a very controlled game where they just allowed GIANT to be the aggressors from start to finish. Constantly punishing on their engages, turning fights in their favor, and a solid start to the regular season. It's a long one, 38 minutes, 46 seconds.
More lane power. I mean, they are just very strong lanes.
I think there's a lot of pressure on SK to execute this early game though, because if you have Varus, Ashe, Poppy, and you don't get an early dive bot, I feel like that's a ticket for Ziggs to neutralize the lane, and I feel like...
Two still secured for Comp. Decent damage, but here we go.
On the wave! Isma gets the stun against the wall. The wave is dive. Comp falls first. Luan able to flash away from the tower. A well-executed dive by SK to get first.
How great of a carry he can be. So to have those resources invested early, SK kind of shifting our expectations a little bit. We'll see what they can do with it as Marcoon.
Step up doesn't go down. Marcoon gets the knock-up onto Isma, who can just dash away. But the re-engage coming out as Niski oversteps. Marcoon survives. I think Niski had got out and then kind of stepped back.
Larssen has control over the wave for now. Corki is a very much Larssen champion, for better or for worse. For those long-time viewers, they'll be familiar.
Ooh. Oh,
oh!
Didn't have flash. It didn't have the satchel either. Must have used it
in exchange for the Dragon that went in favor for SK a little bit earlier. Larssen going for a bit of an all-in.
And this is what you can do on the Corki now. You just get yourself a little bit of AD, Valkyrie in, Gatling
doesn't have flash.
How are you going to escape this? Irrelevant.
I don't think he is.
Because you've used the equalizer. Marcoon flashes in. Irrelevant begins to walk away, puts a scrap shield down. Flame Spitter. Not going to be enough to escape the Void Rush. Rogue get their second kill of the game.
Easy gank.
TP coming in as well by Compass. He's going to join the party. Irrelevant stunned up, locked up with the crash down into the knock-up from Marcoon. Irrelevant's flash still not quite off cooldown. Will be in a second. Marcoon taken low. Irrelevant trying to get away from the battle, but another Shadowing Strike will be enough to get Comp on the board. His first kill of summer.
Of this horrible bot lane 2 versus 2. Finn playing on the weak side, knows he's at the risk of a dive.
Comp's the unstoppable to try and get away. Isma there chasing in, knock up with the Keeper's Verdict. Knocks him away from the Chain of Corruption though, and that might be enough for Finn to escape. It is! Slight anti-synergy there.
Back to base.
I think it's one they shouldn't contest. Look towards the north, look towards the Grubs. They're up in 7. Larsen's pushed forward here, does have the flash. Irrelevant on his way across. Niski, the unraveled Earth seismic shove still connects, just the edge of it, as Larsen falls in the mid lane.
Was it?
I think it was preseason actually, yeah.
Anyway, Dragon fight, here we go.
So Finn is flanking from the top side. The Dragon is down to 3,000. Stun on the Keeper's Verdict. Isma going to get locked up first. Equalizer goes down. 1-for-1 so far the trade. Finn and Marcoon on the backline though, and Finn is getting roasted by Irrelevant. Forced away, heals up a little bit. Irrelevant still going in with that Flame Spitter, but look at the damage on Rahel. Almost gets taken out. The Dragon falls low. Secured by Rahel. Irrelevant gets another in response. 3 Drakes to none now.
They're actually looking to tunnel Finn here. Just chunking him out a little bit. This Dragon might drop.
Keeper's Verdict going out. The Dragon already down to 4,000. Stun onto Isma means he can't get the Keeper's Verdict down. No one's attacking the Dragon though, and Marcoon is just dodging around, and the Magnet Storm goes out onto the backline. Mega Inferno Bomb there for the follow-up. Finn now chasing in onto Rahel. Marcoon trying to get onto the backline, but Larsen and Compass so low. Irrelevant keeps him out of the fight. Knocked back onto Marcoon. He'll fall. Finn's in chased out by Rahel. Unable to take him out. Irrelevant though with another Flame Spitter. Comp flashes away. Puts the explosive minefield down. Irrelevant has a stopwatch to buy himself a second. Comp is 1 HP, but manages to escape for now.
Flash.
Isma chases in, flashes him, and knocks him against the wall. Larsen next up has a control ward in that bush, but it's not going to help. Bin! Oh, it does! Just enough to take out Luan. In the end, SK come out with a numbers advantage.
Finn, but he just doesn't have enough damage in isolation. And now Zoelise is in trouble.
Caught out by Niski, trying to dodge away from the seismic shove. Does put his dancing shoes on for the moment. Stunned though as he jumps across with the crash down. Isma with the stun into the wall. Niski now retreating because there's a TP behind the arrow once again! Just wide, Isma still gets the kill. Finn joins in. But it delays them. Weaver's wall is there. Zoelise can jump it. Larson will flash it instead. Weaver's wall comes down. Larson down. Valkyrie's out secondly. Zoelise knocked against the wall, stunned, but did buffer his knockdown. He's going to get taken out first as SK find one. Rahel with the kill secure. SK will turn their eyes towards the Baron.
Oh, right, they have Rumble, Talia.
Yeah, but like it's okay. Now Rahel's joined. That makes sense. If it was just Isma, that's going to take an
So the
absolute
thing is,
century.
if they get the Elder while this is still happening, oh, the arrow.
Arrow connects onto Marcoon. The equalizer goes down. Marcoon able to dodge away from it. Finn trying to engage. Has the follow-up, and Luon is deleted. Rogue find one. Zoelise here to join. There's the Elder, as you say. Marcoon hasn't been tagged by anyone yet. The Elder down. SK now can bring their jungler and their AD carry
sacrifice,
across.
I feel.
Yeah.
Information trying to be gained.
They haven't really been able to find fights, but that is often difficult against Rogue, who...
I mean, also, they have a very poke-heavy comp. You've got to recognize that,
Oh,
right?
I agree.
So
I'm not saying they played it poorly. I just, I like a little bit more imperative from my teams, a little bit...
Trying to get the wave before it's empowered by the Baron. Let's see if SK can knock this tower down. They should be able to do it. Rogue respecting the Elder. 15 seconds left on it. Inhibitor should be secured here.
Yeah, no TP wards either for Finn, so no ability for him to flank. The inhibitor goes down. Rogue could have lost,
I don't know if Finn
stop
gets
the
out.
game from happening. Yeah, I don't know if he does either. I don't think it's the most vital part of the game.
What, Dark Medic? Dark! Whoa!
Yeah, whew. But in sports, when you're just like trying to close out the game. And it's taken a little bit of damage. Rogue might just, I mean, they're pushing through mid, but they're going to be hit quite late. Finn on his way across, 10,000 on the Elder now. Marcoon takes a chunk, he's forced away. Larson's facing to deal with those supers, but yeah, you just got to give this up. Rogue, it took too long, the arrow connects. Comp knocked back as well with the Weaver's wall, can't TP away. The Elder comes down, Niski flashes forward, and Comp and Larson are forced away. The lasers find them, and that's it. The lady has sung. SK can TP into the base. The first Nexus tower already taken down. We are grateful to the minions for helping close out the game, say SK. We'll take the second Nexus tower and alongside it, the Nexus. In 36 minutes, SK are on the board in summer.
And they should be pretty happy with that. A great debut for the new bot lane. Great patience, well executed. I'm hoping we get a camera of a big smiling Swiffer, as they should be proud with their first game of the day. Of course, still a long way to go. 8 more games for SK left to be played as Rogue start off with a defeat. We'll see if they can bounce back because they haven't had an easy year. But
relatively all right. Same when it comes towards Shale, right? So I think definitely the Corki going in towards the bottom side of the map has made the mid jungle a little bit easier for Team BDS.
Vitality conceding a bit of brush control there. Hylissang has opted to start. W does manage to lock up Ice as well, and that's the power. The Gatling gun, those resistances obliterated, ignited, the cleanse, just barely allowing Ice to hold out behind him. Nuke luckily hovering to the right side, but do they want a full commit? The answer is hell yeah. Nuke instantly flashes out.
But not going to be the case this time around. And Shale was there to try and help, but unfortunately moved up towards that top side, so not really in position. But now low top laners, and he's here.
Unstoppable. Q3 still there for Adam. Not quite able to pull back Photon. Shale coming up though. Photon now going to be in trouble. Tries to get the kill back. Gills in and gets the first blood. Shale now trying to clean up the kill. Will grab the kill back onto Photon. Takes a bit longer than he'd like. But excellent play there from the Vitality.
You still end up coming out with a kill for yourself. You still got the CS lead. Now Hilly looking for more.
Going in again. Ice really doesn't have a lot of damage here. Labrov will be able to hook out to safety, but now they're just going to go for Ice instead. The amount of damage coming out of this Corki is disgusting. Young Linsis moving down. Bit of a split fight though. Very easy for BDS to collapse onto either side. Now Hylissang immediately has to back up. Carzzy level 6 starts to poke with the rockets.
BDS would have gone for it earlier, but just threatening, but just going to back away instead and make sure it's all good. Still though, you're getting as much control as you possibly want from the bot side and maybe
Good
more.
Engage. Dive forward, Labrov. Still getting shredded.
Out on the map early to make sure. Oh, he's going to get caught here though.
Hylissang, good flick. Hylissang now getting bursted out, trying to dash out, gets a bit of extra shielding from the crash down, but will just drop BDS. Donated a bit of a kill there. Now have some cavalry. Sheo, he's relatively powerful, but the upfront burst damage that Vitality can bring to the table right test here. Knowing that Shockwave is down, thinking this might be their window of opportunity. Sheo not gonna get marked up. Adam waiting off to the side. Ice coming in. They know he has no flash. Do they want to turn this 2K on the objective? Adam now trying to get them out of the pit. Dawning Shadow coming across the backside. Wall going in. VTO going to get knocked out, but he manages to get away from the rest of the team. Now it's Adam off in the side, but he's behind it in the back line against 3 carries, and he's not tanky enough. Vitality, get the objective, get the stun a minion, but now the Herald's coming in, and Hylissang's going to mount up. Cavalry inside of cavalry. Whoa. Cavalryception.
It's a Trojan horse.
It's a Trojan horse. Hilly's going again. And BDS, I don't know if they can do anything to stop this. Nuke's nowhere to be found. Hylissang's going to get caught out, but it might just give an opportunity for them to turn into burn. And Hylissang is going in. He's looking for the wombo. Trying to follow up. Lince's going to lay it down. Is he going to put everybody to sleep? That's a 3-man drowsy, but everybody's already fallen to pieces. Vitality have overstayed. No one's able to follow up on the ultimate coming in from Lince's, and BDS will hold.
Yeah.
Look. They keep playing like
He
this,
just
I'll
goes
be converted.
wall. Oh, that's what Viego is. He goes
Yeah.
wall, and then you become
Certainly.
the side.
Hylissang, again, back to being a pikeman, non-threatening. And say what you want, there will be no slow games as long as Hylissang is on this stage. That said, he did get a little aggressive there. I think tried to make a hard read on enemy play patterns, and now Photon is doing a little bit of the same.
Yeah, a little bit overextended.
Okay, a little bit overextended. Flash out for Photon. He's still going to get knocked out. Flash commit for Sheo. Now they're going to just try and kill him. 21 minutes. Baron, probably? Do they have... No blue trinkets. So they have no way to ward this safely from a distance. Dawning Shadow will do the trick. Ulti used just to confirm that it is in fact happening, but they're going to be a little bit too late. They might be able to grab Hylissang one more time, but it's just a clean Baron. Just going to continue to fish with the Swirl Seed. See if he can find a good sleep angle. As Photon already trying to usher a wave in mid lane. 2 points of pressure. Nuke really just wants to grab this tier 2. Just get a little bit more gold in his back pocket. But Photon going all in on a Sheo. Unstoppable now. Photon still on the chase. Lower and lower. It's one sleepy Viego. But there's no follow-up. Photon, does he have another dash to get over the wall? Looks like he's going to be forced to fight on this one. Nice pushback coming in from Adam. Ulti used as well. Photon still living for a bit too long, and Hylissang might have to give up his life as well. Adam quick on the punish. A tower has dropped, but 2 members of Vitality will be the exchange.
They will get bot, Terror and in hit, but here comes the chase. BDS really want this, and Nuke.
Isolating. I don't want to go a little bit further on the wall. Will now drop it. Super Blast Cone.
TP from Karzi back into this bottom side. Vitality want to make sure they're able to get the members out here.
Fight for the Drake. Don't want to be playing against the pressure of 4th Drake. Flash out from VTO was clean, but they still manage to hit up Linces. Foot back, not quite going to connect. Adam now in trouble. He's taking so much damage. VTO really starting to hurt. Linces just focuses on the objective. Karzi continuing to lay down poke. VTO going golden, courtesy of the Seeker's arm guard. Now he's going to get cut out, though. Cut down, shut down for Nuke. BDS focused on the objective here. Linces not going to be able to get in and smite it. Lebrov going to grab the kill in the
Trying
end.
to cut Vitality off of this mid-tower so they can get that gold.
Hook in. Hylissang immediately going to try to force. Going to try to find the engage onto Adam, but Adam is finding a quick way out using that ultimate, and goes Sheo. Sheo now going to get the reset onto Hylissang. Can just mount up and make his way out to safety. One sleepy Lebrov might not be enough. Photon finds the stun onto Adam, but really not a priority target in these extended fights. BDS are holding their own. Ice just continuing to auto.
Push forward, stop those resets from coming through, but now VTO in no man's land forced the
TP flash out from VTO. Wall coming in as well. Should be an easy flick back. Manages to catch him, and Nuke now on a killing spree. Karzi might be the next one to be in trouble. Lebrov looking for the hook angle. BDS happy for now just to have mid-prio. Likely to take the tower, but they got Photon as well. Yet another flick back, and BDS are coming alive. 31 minutes into the game, and they're going to set their sights on the Baron.
That's both solo laners dead, with Baron now up and available. Looks like Vitality may be trying to trade it for the dragon that is spawned on that bottom side, but give them third one. But BDS, that is exactly what they needed to get themselves into this game.
And look at the gold. 5K lead for Vitality 10 minutes ago, and now it's just about tied up. The Baron will tie things up. Vitality will grab 3rd Drake, a consolation from Lebrov, hoping to find the follow-up onto Karzi. The Valk still getting caught, still getting shut down. PDS. Doesn't even feel like they played for the first 25 minutes, but you give them that time, you let them into their zone, and you're going to regret it. Sheo now going to grab a mid lane tower. A lot of resources being committed just to try to take the jungle out, but Nuke is here. Sheo living for a little bit too long. They want to find the reset onto Hylissang, and they get it. Vitality are falling apart. Lambs to the slaughter as BDS tear through them one more time.
That could be it. You have the entirety of BDS up here. The wave is coming through. Nuke is going to reset and imagine teleport back in as this wave crashes under the tower. They can just go for the finish right here.
They just outscaled. They outplayed, they found their picks, they found their angles. Vitality looked so good in the early to mid game, but they couldn't close, and a few missteps are all it took for BDS to come back. The siege now coming through. Ice untouched, just continuing to tear through the towers. Another flick nuke on fire despite struggles in the early game. BDS holding on, but Vitality now trying to punish, and they managed to finish the Nexus. That's the first win coming through in summer for BDS.
BDS punishing Vitality every step of the way. They overextend at crucial moments, buy time for BDS to hit the late game. And then it just became like the one combo they learned from the fighting game. It was hook into flick, hook into flick. And BDS coming out with a W on day one.
Look, you gotta learn your bread and butter, Stagda. You need to know your setups into your ultimates. And as great as the early game, Zyra jungle. Okay,
Yeah.
so as a piece of follow-up CC or disengage, Zyra is fantastic. She does so much damage for free with only an item like Leandry's. Gets an additional camp currently over Yike. Yike, who will grab Bus and will get a small lead here. Alvaro stunned up, but again, there's not really a good follow-up angle. Supa trying to speed Alvaro out. The flash, the committal, the arrow, ignite ticking, but Alvaro still standing. Mickey now gonna move forward and get the stun, just gonna start walking up an auto attack in Supa. Nice backstep, but Mickey, he gets hooked. They don't quite have the damage to finish off the target. He doesn't have any mana. First blood, baby! Piercing light, Supa hits him with the Q, finishes the job.
And here comes Oyoya. Hans has no flash, and Oyoya's in behind. Hans wants to get the wave crushed
Just
in.
wants to get the wave in. He knows he's dead. Finished his wave off. Kill gonna get donated, but who will go to? Supa gonna grab it. No, Oyoya taking that one. Hansama and Mickey struggling to beat European Deft. As Yike, knowing Oyoya's flashless, should have an easy kill pickup here. Mickey walking over to try to attach a stun to the back of that Sejuani stun. Does manage to land. Oyoya slowly getting walked down, just trying to finish the camp. Good burst damage coming in for the W2, but he can't quite finish it yet. Extra healing now coming in, but Yike might have just given his life. Tower going back. Guardian proc. One more shot. The minion. One minion. Can't do it.
What's
the
he
death
at?
back. He dies to Oyoya. He doesn't want to give the assist, but now it's Mickey who's in trouble. Oh, it's a comedy of errors. It's the sleeping Teemo face Mickey. Gonna get taken out. G2 a bit overeager. Mad Lions Koi happy to grab over aggression, both in the bottom lane, now in the jungle as well. The question is, it's MDK who are overextending now. Yike only level 5. Frescali on the way in. They know they can just take down Mickey with a pushback if they so choose. Mickey getting lower and lower. Zyra ulti used off to the side of the fight. Elliot now trying to retreat. Broken Blade though coming in. Severing Bolt. That's the combo we talked about. Frescali now no ultimate. Spiraling Despair. Blinking health bars on the side of G2, and they're going to be forced to back away. Broken Blade getting lower and lower. Miro wants to finish it. The triple stun. Oh, he's in a meat grinder. He wasn't ready for 3. Taking on 2 damn much. Elliot slowly walking his way out, but this is the Zyra jungle. This is the struggle. The damage is real. The sustain, the durability, the mobility is non-existent. Elyoya, good damage trade. Frescali just trying to get the kills back. Supa zooming in. It's a bloodbath around the Herald.
A new challenger approach. That a little bit stronger as BB. Fishing.
Hook shot goes in. Gold card. Mirwan waiting as long as he can, but again, Mickey just walking him down. That's the beefy frontline power. Elyoya's here though to try to turn it back. Knocking him up. Plants out of nowhere. Poison Ivy getting to work. Double kill there for MDK. Elyoya with a clean play, a clean turn, a clean punish. G2 again. How many times are we going to say it? Over eager to force these exchanges. Mad Lions Koi more than happy to grab a couple extra kills. 2K deficit, but to G2's credit, they lost a lot of early games to MDK over the course of the splits, but it's the mid game where they really came alive. Now overloading here as Yike fully commits. Taric ult now going in. Broken Blade not quite immune to damage, but will be enough as Elyoya's waiting, taking his time, debating if he wants to turn this. Stranglethorn's ready to go, gonna look to lock up Yike, forcing the flash out as Frescali just tries to get away from the Spiraling Despair. Caps holding onto the Severing Bolt. Clean sidesteps and a quick Rammus okay from Frescali as he walks out of that one. Here, TP now coming in from G2. Caps on the way to the bottom side. The ulti, the Severing Bolt. Mirwan should have no way out of this one. Sidestep on the grasp is good. Broken Blade, the hook shot, the flash back from Mirwan, but he's just delaying the inevitable. G2, good execution, and now it's Frescali who's going to be in trouble. The pushback is good. The stun now interrupts the dash out to safety. Base damages. Will they be enough? Another stun connecting. Mickey goes back. W2 getting the kill. Frescali taken down. First setup onto the objective that they care about. Broken Blade knows his objective though, and it's taking down Frescali. Good pushback, but Broken Blade still had the ultimate. Emperor's Divide just going to be traded for the Hextech ultimatum, and now Frescali needs to get...
We're going to put focus on towards Baron, but they leaned the Azir down to help support Mirwin. Bit of a bait here.
Autos, TP coming in too. Might just be the 2v2. The tower now set up. Frescowi here as well. Broken Blade now realizes he has to back away. The pushback is there, but Mirwin's not quite ready for the follow-up. The hookshot, the wall dive, but Broken Blade will still get taken down, and now it's Caps who's going to be in trouble. Spiraling Despair, the kill finished by Caps. 1 for 1 on the bottom side, and it's a scramble down to the bottom lane. Everybody wants to get involved. Elyoyo rooting up Yike. Hansama waiting off to the side. They got the Targ ultimate to keep them safe. Stun landing on Alvaro, but not the best priority target. Caps coming in over the wall. Severing Bolt not going to connect. Supa still healing up. As again, they re-engage, and it's going to be Yike in trouble. Frescowi from behind, but they know he doesn't have the ultimate. Root not going to connect on the Caps, and now it's Azir who's in trouble. Mickey might be the sacrifice Tark, but Caps is here to back him up. Mickey taken down, and now Caps is just next. Again, they leap in, and down they go.
MDK.
Destiny will have it soon. Broken Blade already has his TP, likely to get there sooner. But the hook shot, the wall dive, probably can't just go for the dive, and that's a Camille. Oh, we've all been there. 2.5 items. Camille is online, but Supa now trying to punish back to kill Mickey. Gets him with the ultimate. MDK need to keep this fight going. They know that Broken Blade can join at any moment. Mirwin down for 40 seconds. Broken Blade gonna focus on the towers, knowing it's the easy coming into mid lane. 20 seconds on Mirwin, does have the Destiny. Can join, bit of poke. Hook not going to connect on the Yike. Severing Bolt not going to hit as well. Caps rooted, but there's no follow-up. Elyoyo, the body blocks are there. Severing Bolt on Elyoyo is a good bit of damage. Immediate ult now coming out. Stranglethorns. Hansama's going to get knocked up, but again, there's no damage. None of the carries are there. No one to follow. Elyoyo's ulti. Frescowi forced to flash out. Supa trying to go. The pushback, though, not under the ideal target. He hand delivers the Camille into the MDK backline. Supa, the last man standing. A triple for Broken Blade. Hansama, a slow, potentially inevitable march down. Supa flashing out. Mirwin now on the way in. The gold card is there. Caps, the sidestep is clean. Supa and Mirwin versus the world. They're trying to take down Hansama, but Mirwin's in trouble. It happened in mid, and it's happening again. Down he goes. An ace for G2.
G2 are battered and bruised.
Solid movement, but just not enough.
Broken Blade.
And now Broken Blade coming in, and again, we saw what the Camille could do. A true terror, Broken Blade. 3.5 items, MDK. They can kill so many people on the side of G2, but one of them is not Broken Blade.
I mean, BB has such a successful year. Coming in, looking up.
Set up by a Yasuo ban. They were supposed to ensure MDK some kind of control in this game, but it has just been slipping away from them. G2, the favorites coming into this one, and it's looking like that's the way that it'll end as well, because Broken Blade does not care about any of their damage. Jarum's Fist now gonna get saved by Hansama, Mickey X with the Tark ultimate coming down. Push back there. Frescowi taken out. Mirwin next. It's just a list. They're going through it one at a time. Okay, Mirwin's up. Alvaro's gonna follow. Slow there, that's the stun. Who's next? It's the Nautilus. Taken off the map.
It really was close until it wasn't. BB came online with 2.5 items, and now he's got to 10 and 3. G2 in the base of MDK, and it's just a case of how far do they want to take it.
Alvaro doing what he can to clear the way, but again, walking up it all is so hard. Yike tries to get tricky on the angle to hit Supa, but Supa's damage is just not enough. Broken Blade, on the other hand, does not have that problem. G2 getting their first win in the summer split.
That was nasty from Broken Blade. Look at that smile. Supa deleted off the face of the earth. The G2 pick up their first win of spring.
And again, their moments in the early game. Good punishes. Yeah, I mean, we've been here before, a little deja vu. Some good punishes, from MDK early, but that mid to late game, once the Camille had that 2.5 items, just so hard for them to get anything done, despite multiple successful punishes.
Has some sort of dash center, not so much, but it's going to be an awful lot you can stop. You got great opportunities to set up shields for the Zeri, so she can continue forward, not having to
Outmatched here, and now the problem is that Rek'Sai. Oh well.
Kana.
This is a little bit aggressive, but I think it's a little bit of a overstick. But it's okay because both junglers are playing to their win conditions over here. We're gonna see a skirmish here, but this one is favoring Oscar because
flash in, the knockup closer gets one. Now Kana looking for the follow-up. Razork has to start running. How long left on the counter-strike? Long cooldowns early on for the Jax. Razork should be able to get out for now, but that's the tunnel in, waiting for the knockup. The stun now comes through as well. Kana grabbing a kill on the top side of the map.
Oh, it's a disaster! Look for the dive.
Let's shift that focus down to the bottom lane. Noah trying to kick things off. Already exhausted. Targamas holding on. Knockup will hit onto Noah, but Noah, of course, stopped attacking. Doesn't need to tank tower aggro here. Razor kicking things off again. Flawless dive in the bottom lane from Fnatic. They can't go top anymore. Upset obviously roaming a lot, maybe trying to get more early souls. 40 already at this point of the game. I think ahead of the clock compared to what we saw previously. Targamas is going to build himself an item, but just really hard to approach all those Iron Brushes. I can't even see the Dragon health bar because the Daisy health bar is right there. Unstoppable is Targamas immediate all coming out from Noah. Nice ultimate from Upset for a bit of extra shielding, and here comes the Ram! Now the damage, the follow-up there. Noah in trouble as Closer starting to chase for the kill. One more Void Seeker. Upset grabbing another. KC finding the fight in the pit. The flick back onto Razork is good. Fnatic get the Drake, but they lose just about everybody in the exchange.
Still a long way from it. They have a very good start, but we've seen Karmine Corp get these good starts. But that was with a different roster. And now with Closer already getting in onto Jun, they want to try and push this advantage.
Pushing in. Want to step forward for more. The TP now coming in. Upset's been completely isolated from the fight, but it might not matter. Vladdy backing up. Disengage coming through. Targamas now going to be in trouble. Oscar in the midst of two. A clean knockup on the Closer, and now it's Noah who's on the hunt. Knockup from Closer, not enough to stop the fight from coming in. Good flick back from Vladdy. Oscar getting lower and lower, forced to flash away. But in the meantime, Fnatic have...
And kind of reminding KC as to why they are so vicious, is they can play off these small timers and find those windows. But now Closer going in once more. Jun might be overextended.
Ulti coming in. Razor going to be in trouble. That's one very squishy Ivern. They don't quite have the ball damage to finish, but Closer does. Jun now in trouble as well. Fnatic getting picked apart. They get one kill back on the Upset, but that's all they're going to walk away with.
They overextend in the river as Fnatic. They're trying to get or bring multiple members like Fnatic have at the moment. So it opens up opportunities for KC to start to push in mid and play for sides, which is exactly what they want. But Fnatic doing a good job here of responding and getting a tower for themselves as well. Back almost on this bottom half of the map, and as long as you don't overextend, Humanoid is going to be fine to just continue to clear out this wave. And here comes KC's play though.
Humanoid isolated, has to flash away from the flick back, but does manage to get away. There's Shadow, but now the hook onto Vladdy. Vladdy in trouble, forced to flash back the Ram to try to disengage. Targamas needs to get the hell out. Jun ready to re-engage at a moment's notice. Both ready to go, but it seems like they've gotten enough range. Kana off to the side, nobody. 5 members strong, might be gearing up for the full front to back, but it's Oscar who's on the flank. Both sides happy to just poke at each other. Kana now locking up Oscar. Oscar flick back. He's tanky, but is he tanky enough? But they're all into the choke. Humanoid is doing so much work. Noah immediately going to go for the ultimate. The knockup now coming through for the disengage on Targamas. They grouped for the way. The follow-up from Fnatic. Brutal is closer. Cut down. Humanoid check sniper there, cleaning it up.
That was so...
For updating us, and not going to get much more use out of that Seeker's armor guard, so... Gonna feel a little bit difficult. Baron getting lower and lower. Again, Fnatic shredding through this objective pretty damn quickly. The question is, KC, what can they do to stop this? Jun not afraid to frontline, has Celestial opposition, can eat damage for so long. 4K, it's getting lower. Closer on the way, but he's not gonna be there in time to stop the smite. They'll be able to grab at least one kill. Jun taken out, Baron taken down. KC, do they want to keep following? 2 souls to Upset. The only...
Just gonna burn through this bottom lane tower and using Ivern's ultimate of Daisy to just push back Karmine Corp and make sure they're able to get it.
Oscar continuing to step forward. Brush is set up for the siege, and again, anyone who walks up is going to take a bunch of damage from Humanoid. Oscar with a knockback as well onto Vladdy, the main source of wave clear. That should be included in the Poppy sound kit, I think.
Definitely.
The Wii there. All right, so Inhibitor will fall, traded for tier 2 as Kana at least tries to keep up a bit of pressure mid, knowing that there's not really an angle for them to fight at this point in the game. Upset is at 105 souls, but he's only level 10. Feel like a threat that can work through that front line, especially when there's an Ivern in the mix. The tough thing for KC as well is, even if you get a fight that starts positive, if you can't kill Noah, if you can't finish off that Zeri, Noah will be more than happy to clean up in favor of Fnatic. Another tower falling down. Vladdy using the wall to get involved as Kana stands off to the side. It just feels like Fnatic are taking whatever they want. KC don't quite feel confident enough to pull the trigger. Don't think that this is their time to force a fight, but they're losing 2 inhibitors effectively for nothing this second one.
I mean, how do you engage? Oscar Innen's in a great position to deny Targamas entry. Closer's being marked by Jun. They're just playing bouncer. Really good play from Fnatic, understanding the strengths of their composition. Kana, though,
desperate to force, Dawning Shadow to try to interrupt. Jun and Razork both going to get knocked up, but that's the start of the fight. Kana, flick back is good onto Humanoid. Good start. Kana needs to get involved in the fight. The Jack's still coming in, but they just immediately kill Closer. KC, the call was made. Yeah, that
was painful.
That's concerning. Targamas, of course, dying would have been worse, but this is definitely not ideal. Luckily, Upset has a lot of healing. Push there. Targamas, though, caught in a bit of a tough spot. Hook gonna go a little bit wide from Jund. Objective already started. Noah moving back and forth, not sure if they want to keep the fight. Oscar getting lower and lower. Targamas has to be careful not to get caught out. Uses the unstoppable and closer waiting over the wall. Clearly ready to try to force the steal. Or an ultimate gonna get used. Knock up on a 3 is good, but again, there's no immediate fall. Vladdy laying down as much damage as he can, but the front line is just too damn strong. Razork will not let any of his tanks fall. Kana dropped. Oscar on a killing spree. Vladdy doing what he can, but it does not matter. Razork, the shields coming in left and right. Noah starting to take over the fight, and Upset absolutely useless in the exchange. Closer retreating. Upset retreating. Fnatic again finding the angles. The TPs come out on the bottom side. It looks like they're ready to end it here.
Fnatic are done. Carmine Corp are done. And Fnatic, with a confidence team fight, will pick themselves up a win in summer.
No matter what optimism KC, the team, the organization, the fans might have, Fnatic are here to remind them that they're still a step ahead as they did first blood here in the LEC summer split.
And what a performance from Oscar Innen on the Poppy. Every single fight, the ultimates were hitting key targets. He had a great laning phase against Khan until things went a little astray. But we don't worry about that. At the end of the day, he was magnificent across the course of this game.
He was, and overall, Fnatic more disciplined. Junglers as well, closers in so many of those early fights did a lot of work, but Razork, we got later and later.